Hello, and welcome to another episode of Broadcast Gaming Talk. This is the 10th part of my reading of Gameinformer's Pokemon Sword and Shield article, so let's jump into it. Going wild. While Dynamax is something Game Freak says wouldn't be possible on older hardware, the new Wild area brings several technological advancements together into a vast expanse within the Galar region. A wide open space where players can roam freely and catch Pokemon. However, it combines both synchronous and asynchronous connections to other players to populate the area with trainers from both online and local sessions. In addition, players can meet up to trade, battle, or cooperate in the aforementioned max raid battles, all of which is seamlessly auto-saved as you play. We're only able to do this because we figured out all these technologies and figured out how to make it work, making sure we can have this kind of online matchmaking happen in the background while you're walking around and not interrupt the player, Masuda says. Traditionally, when the trade would happen, you'd have a hard save screen where you'd stop right there and save the game. But we finally made a way to make saving happen in the background seamlessly without data being corrupted. Even though it looks like a super simple feature, it's actually been a lot of work behind getting it to actually work in the game. The Wild area also plays host to Pokemon camps, another new feature in Pokemon Sword and Shield. As players roam the expanse of the Wild area, they can set up camps for them and their Pokemon. Once in a camp, you can let your party of 6 Pokemon out to play. In addition to interacting with the Pokemon directly through throwing balls for them to fetch or brushing them, you can also watch them interact with each other. You can also cook for yourself and your Pokemon. Based on the ingredients you use and how good you are at the cooking minigame, you can make different versions of curry with rice. Other players can join you in your camp and help you cook and eat with you. Game Freak teases that eating with other trainers can have definite benefits. The cost of advancement. The MyRaid advancements of Pokemon Sword and Shield are exciting, but a few months ago the game made headlines for what's not going to be in them. During E3 in June, Masuda stated that not every Pokemon from the past will be able to be imported into Sword and Shield. This caused many members of the community to express their disappointment that their favorite Pokemon might be left out from the all-new generation to appear on consoles. When I asked Masuda about the Pokemon not making the journey to the Galar region for Sword and Shield, he says, having so many Pokemon with each passing generation has become nearly unmanageable if the team wants to continue implementing new features. Up until now, we've been proud we've been able to include so many Pokemon in the games, but as a result of that, there's actually been quite a few features or gameplay ideas we've had to abandon in the past, he says. Going forward, thinking about the future of Pokemon, we want to prioritize all those new gameplay ideas and want to challenge ourselves at Game Freak to create new ways to enjoy the game. That's really what drove the decision for this new direction. While he won't elaborate on how many or which ones didn't make the cut, Masuda says the decision was a result of collaborative talks with Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. According to the producer, the decisions surrounding this move weren't easy. A wide variety of discussions happened. It's not just one kind of criteria for deciding that the Pokemon that are going to appear in the games, but a lot of different reasons, a lot of different directions, a lot of debate over which ones would be the best in the game, Masuda says. I think one example of that is figuring out the Pokemon that would make sense for the setting of the game the most. These Pokemon look like they could live in the Galar region. We really spent a lot of effort deciding which would be the best fit the setting of the adventure and the feature that we wanted to implement. I think players will be satisfied. There's quite a few Pokemon you'll encounter in the Galar region Pokedex, so I think players will have fun seeing all the Pokemon. While it's disappointing to be potentially unable to import your favorite Pokemon from a past game, there is an additional silver lining outside of the new features this enables Game Freak to implement going forward. When I asked Masuda if the cut Pokemon will return in the future, he leaves little doubt. Definitely, he says. You can look forward to seeing Pokemon that don't appear in these games appearing in different regions in future games. I think Pokemon Home, for a lot of players, will serve as a launching pad to gather them all there and then embark on future adventures. And that's the end of part 10. That's all I have to say, so thanks for listening, and goodbye.